Hello Aries, so welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Please remember to subscribe, leave a thumbs up and or a comment if these videos relate to you and or resonate with you. And I think that's all I really need to tell you. Other than that, let's get going. So your question today, as many of you will know now, if you've been watching them, watch the last one, there is, I'm working with a question for the readings now, as I just thought I'd have a little bit of a change, nothing like a change, eh? So Aries, your question is, what is a thing, or what thing should I work on, or could I work on to become better at? Okay, what is the thing I should work on, or what is the thing I could work on that I could become better at? Okay. Interesting. So, Archangel Michael is, there's a lot of energy bouncing around in here today, so please excuse me, it's a little bit all over the place. So it could be happening with you, Aries, as well. So there's a bit of grounding. Okay, so let me see, because a lot of elemental energy here, but there's also a lot of healing energy that's coming through from the Syrian energy, and and when they talk about grounding, there's a lot of Lemurian energy as well. So that's working with me, working with a lot of us at the moment. A little bit more intensely, especially with the storm going on here at the moment in New Zealand. Okay, right, there's those four, and Archangel Michael has just shuffled some cards for him. He's just wanting to, in this round of readings, wanting to make his presence be known and sharing messages with everybody. Okay, so the first card out with him, with Archangel Michael, is eventually upon conscious self-study you will know. So I feel like there's, with that coming up, I mean, there is something, for me, there's obviously a few things, and I'm feeling, what I'm hearing from Spirit is like just working with whatever is presenting now, because I feel like there is something that is actually more dominant that is presenting itself for you to work on, to become better at, that is showing up, but you may be feeling a little bit resistant in looking at that. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, and that is because maybe you're just not wanting to look at it, and it's kind of which is holding you off from moving or seeing another person's perspective, or just making harder work for yourself basically as well. So what I'm hearing is, though, at the same time, you may be beating yourself up about something as well. So what I'm hearing is, maybe you could start there and stop beating yourself up about something, or maybe like, okay, growl yourself, but not beat the shit up out of yourself, to the extent where you your energy really plummets. So because what I'm hearing is, sometimes when their emotions are involved, which is probably what has been happening, is that and we can see things in our thinking can get a little bit, or go a little bit awry, you know what I mean? So there's something about that. So stop beating yourself up. Okay, this is about like you maybe sitting back, or taking a step back, or taking a step forward and stepping out of it, whatever it's stepping out of it, so you can see, observe from another point of view, basically. So this one here is like, feel the love, the next card here, and do it anyway, or and do it anyway. But whatever it is, this is upside down, so there may be a bit of a block in that, in the sense that something may have come up, or may be coming up, where it's like, I feel like some of you might have known about it, or it's been anticipated, kind of, but or thrown up in the air, or something like that. But something's probably, I would say, not necessarily come out of the blue, but something that has been like tinkering with in the background there, and it's and I'm hearing it's not just something that necessarily for all of you, that it's like say over the last month or so. This could be about 6 months, a year ago, where there was something, a seed has been dropped, and the thought has been there, and the things have been like progressing slowly, but then all of a sudden it's like, boom, it's like, oh, now it's happening. So what I'm hearing is like there's maybe some coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't, but there's also something else that's going on with you in the sense of not being, like a procrastination thing, or being a little bit scared of the transitionary process and moving in the move, or the shift, or the development, whichever way you look at it, the change basically. So what I'm hearing is like, go with the flow of it, and feel the love and do it anyway, because it's when we switch that around, we lessen the difficulty in the emotional side, and the of doing whatever it is, that in the long run we probably, what I'm hearing when I say we, sometimes I feel the energy, so I say we, but it's actually you, that you're probably you wanted to do a long time ago, and maybe something has slightly changed where you may be like going on your own, or you may be doing, it's different to how you had planned, that sort of thing, or there may be, it may be that what I'm hearing, there's that there's that as a sense of uncertainty now, more so than what it was before, because of that something that has slightly changed or not panned out in the way that you thought. So what I'm hearing is just go with the flow of it. Okay, so there seems to be like a refocus, or a grouping, a regrouping, as in, okay, how am I going to do that? But what I'm hearing is like, in order to lessen the pain, or the frustration, or the worry, or the unknowingness, is like, going in it with a curious sort of enthusiastic, knowing, that sort of energy, even though you don't necessarily know, but kind of do know, but it's like, just go with it. And go with the feeling of love, basically. Surround yourself in blue or white light. I don't feel like it's like for a lot of you, it may not necessarily be like super negative stuff, let alone negative stuff, but it's more around to help you through this process, as in more of a buoyant way, rather than feeling to protect yourself from yourself, basically, from your own energy, but keeping that clear. Blue for me is about clear communication. White for me is about clearing out, a protection in the sense, but also clearing and protection, clearing and bringing in a lighter energy as well. So it maybe that's with Archangel Michael coming in. It's like he's helping to help you to figure out what that clear communication is, so you don't clutter it with a whole lot of negative shit, okay, or negative stuff. So the last card here, or the card from the Moonology deck, is a time for healing. So, and it may be that there is something that is also healing, that you're healing as you're going through this process for yourself, as well. So it's like, it's a pretty cool process, whatever it is. And I feel like that's what, and you might not think it is. It might be, you might be saying, oh God, at least that's all right for you to say, but it's like, and that way may well be so, but it's like, on saying that, let's take that back to you, and it's like, it's for coming from your perspective, but it's what I'm hearing from Spirit, it doesn't need to be that way, or it doesn't have to be that way, where of difficulty is much difficulty, it doesn't have to have that much difficulty in the process. It's only difficult, or that difficult, if we make it so. Whew, got that out. Anyway, let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, the Seven of Swords, futility. I feel like this is, talking about here, not, eventually upon conscious self, self-study, you'll know. So I'm feeling like this is like, in a way, beating yourself up. Pull out the swords. Stop letting the mind get in the way. Stop deceiving yourself, basically, because this is, in a way, like how I see the Seven of Swords can be it can be around deceiving. There's some sort of deceiving around you, and it may be that you may be feeling deceived. There may be around you that you're feeling that there's some, you've been deceived, but I'm hearing for some of you that it may be more that's you that deceiving yourself as well. So there's two things going on there. So are you reading the situation properly? Okay, or you know, or are you are you seeing both sides of the story is what I'm hearing there. In this case. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, look, there's a new energy here, a new beginning that's awaiting you, you know, for a new journey. It's like, and so I feel like there is something with the stop beating yourself up side of things, is like shifting the perspective, and you know, and this is you know, you're going on a new journey. You're going and Spirit, like I'm just hearing Spirit are encouraging, like the next card is feel the love and do it anyway. It's going with a loving perspective or perception and energy in order to make it as pleasant as possible for all those concerned, especially yourself. So the Prince of Pentacles here, like he's on a new journey. What's that? It's a cow. Okay, interesting. So this is a different deck than I normally use. So it's like yeah, so there's, and it's, so that's new, a new deck. So it's like you're going on a new journey, so it's like, come on, let's go, let's have let's see that. And with the Prince there, it's like, you know, it's the end of a phase and you're beginning the next phase of abundance, of, you know, with family, and it may be with new members of your family. And saying that, it may be around, you know, a new journey into a new family, you know, and that sort of thing. But or you creating a new family, and maybe you've come from a blend, you know, you're moving into blending a new family or something like that. But there's some sort of movement in some way. So it's just like, you know, going that with the knowing and the intention that whatever it is, you're going with love, and it's like you're building on abundance and prosperity as well, and that the journey is going to be abundant in prosperity, health and well-being. It's what I'm hearing for the greater good of all, basically, one and all. The King of Wands. Okay, so it's in reverse. So surround yourself in blue light and blue and or white light. Okay, so this King of Wands is in reverse, and I'm just seeing, so there may be some sort of resistance with you, Aries, with this King of Wands. So I want to turn it around, because it's like, and shift the energy. So turning things around, you can turn things around to make that process or that energy be what you need it to be. So what is the one thing I should work on to become better at? It's like seeing things from another point of view, basically, and not getting caught up in the bullshit or the drama. So you've gone from the Ace of Wands here, from stop beating yourself up, to the King of Wands, you know, and I've turned him around, his energy around, so he's more vibrant, and he's looking back from where he's come from to where he is now. And I like this one, because look, the horse is rearing, but it's in a good way, you know. It's like, it's got a unicorn. Oh, I love it. And there's a sense, you know, with the staff there, it's a light, it's bright, and it's a light, and it's like, I just, you know, and there's a sense of success, and it's okay. So I just want to, you know, there's that energy there, and that's what Archangel Michael with the white light and the blue light is like, just like I say, helping to, you know, to stay buoyant, but in the sense, so you're not dropping too low in your energy, what your thought patterns and things like that as well. So it is a time for healing, but something's balancing it with the Justice card there. You know, it's balancing it. I feel like it's nothing to do with courts or anything like that, or not necessarily for most of you. It's more that, you know, you see the balancing, and the balancing of the energies. It's like you're happy, you know, they're happy, whatever's happy, it's all worked out. So your energy is more balanced, your frame of mind, everything is more balanced, and it's like the enthusiasm and the curiosity, and there's another word that's in the back, and the inspiration or aspiration is like it's shifted into that, rather than you know, like being in the doldrums sort of things, and like all the what ifs and da 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 da. So it's like, you know, so there's more of a balance in there. So it's like, I feel like I can see things more clearly with this healing and balancing your energies, your thinking patterns and things like that, as well as your physical pattern movements. I just feel like that's a really nice card to complete or finish on. So with this Justice card, so it's like, and you know, it's a little bit, I'm seeing it like as in the Judgment card. It's like something, you know, there's a sense of freedom in the sense that, you know, you can see things balancing out, like the scales, and like I say, it's like of justice, kind of like, I'm just hearing that, like, not from a, like, a court, you know, or a negative point of view. And, you know, whether there is something that has been in a negative point of view from a court battle or something. It could be that for some of you, but whatever it is, it's like, I feel like it's shifting the energy, because there would have been some healing, and there probably is some healing that would help turn things around. So what I'm hearing is like basically seeing, you know, seeing the other side of the story. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that for you, with you, Aries. So I hope it makes sense, and I hope it keeps you, keeps you more enthusiastic and curious about where you're going, what you're doing, and how you go, and it lifts your energy in that way. Let me see. Okay. There's a pause there, there's a quiet, and I feel like that's what part of that message was there, when it's like, okay, I thought there was something else, but that's it. It's like, just pause. Okay, anyway, bye for now.